Good evening and welcome to BG24 Public Affairs. I'm Taryn Bates and this is Ejante Hall and DeMonte Quincy.
On tonight's show, we will be joined by the director of golf here at BGSU to talk about the BGSU club sports team, foot golf. He will be here to tell us about the newfound game.
Sounds interesting. Then we will be joined by a representative from the BGSU Association of Women in Communication. She will be here to tell us about the association as well as how you can get involved.
But it doesn't stop there. We will also be joined by a member of the BGSU India Student Association. They will be here to talk about their presence on campus and what they have in store for this semester.
Then after that, we will be sitting down and chatting live about everything happening in the world of pop culture.
After the break, stay tuned.
Welcome back to BG24 Public Affairs. Golf and soccer are two of the most popular recreational sports on campus. But did you know that you can try both? The BGSU Foot Golf Club combines the fun of both sports for a brand new experience. Here to talk more about the club is Director of Golf, Kurt Thomas. Great to have you, Kurt.
Thanks for having me out.
So, could you explain what foot golf is and the history behind it?
Sure. Foot golf was invented probably around 2006. It's a combination of golf but play with a soccer ball. Similar rules to golf, but you don't have to have the equipment, or it takes a lot less time to do it with a soccer ball.
Okay. So when was foot golf introduced to BG? How did the whole club come about?
Well, we were talking about it this past summer, and we were looking at it. We started it 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
So we developed a course and set it up on our driving range.
So how many students do you have involved so far?
Well, it's open to anybody.
Okay.
It's just like the golf course. It's open. We have this month we're open on the weekends. Next month we're going to be open all afternoons for that. So we're just trying to get the campus and the city involved.
Right. And how can students get involved?
You can come out and play anytime.
Okay.
Again, like I said, this next coming up, we're open this weekend, and then once we hit into October, we open up every day. You just come out to the Forest Cruson Golf Course, and it's across the street at our driving range.
So what are the rules of foot golf? Are they hard or?
No. Sometimes people think golf's a little too complicated. With foot golf, you just take the soccer ball, and we have par 3s, 4s, and 5s, just like in golf. You keep your score, add up your score, and at the end, you just add up what you have, and that's where your total is. You just kick it. We have different yardages for the par 3s, and we go up to about 175 yards.
So what has been the overall response from students about foot golf, and what do they like about it?
Well, I think it gets you outside. It's active. Our course that we have set up now is about 2,000 yards, which is around a mile to walk it. Takes about an hour and a half to play that much. If you compare that with golf is going to take you 4 hours to play. Right. So that's a benefit to that, is that. And it's a little bit more simple. So we just kick the ball. We don't have water hazards on our course. Sometimes we do have, we're out in the driving range, which does have a cornfield next to it. So if you go out of bounds, you bring the ball back in, add a stroke, and you continue from there.
So what do you enjoy about foot golf personally?
Well, I'm not very good at it yet, but it's something different. It's opening up the game of golf to a wider population. It gives people a chance to start that, and they may decide they want to play golf after that. But it's different. It looks kind of easy, but it's really not.
Okay. So here we have a little.
Well, I brought just to show you.
Okay.
We use regulation soccer ball. It's a number 5 soccer ball, and this is actually the cup that we have for a hole. It's 21 inches long, so it looks easy again, but once the ball gets out there, you have the same difficulty that we have out here with the wind. The wind will affect it. Roll over the edge, how hard you kick it, the same thing will happen with it. As a comparison, this is our normal size golf hole.
Okay.
And the difference with that.
So why do you think people, what's the whole thing about combining soccer with golf?
Soccer is hugely popular now, and it's just another way to take your skills that you've learned when you've been little, growing up, and continue that.
Right.
And it's a challenging sport. An average player can kick a soccer ball maybe 40 yards or 50 yards. As you get up to our men's soccer program, they'll be able to kick the ball 60, 70, 80 yards. So it's different levels that makes it interesting every time.
Well, thank you, Kurt, for being here.
Well, thanks for having me.
For more information on foot golf, you can visit bgsugolf.com or at bgsugolf on Twitter. Coming up, BG24 will be talking with a member of the Association of Women in Communications. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to BG24 News Public Affairs. With the field of communications being a thriving and growing major for many students, some may wonder what else students can do to get involved within the communications field. For BGSU women specifically, the Association for Women in Communication is available. Here to tell us more about this is Courtney Geese, the Travel and Program Coordinator. Hey, Courtney.
Hi, how are you?
Fabulous. Now, I will be honest. I am a woman in communications, and I know nothing about the Association for Women in Communications. So tell us a little bit about what you guys do.
All right, so the Association for Women in Communications is an event for communication majors or minors, and it's not just limited to women. We also have some men who are involved. And what we do is we do workshops, resume builders, team bonding. We do a lot of community service, and we do a lot of networking with the faculty, and just a lot of bonding stuff, getting to know each other, and getting involved on campus.
So I seen, like, I stalked you guys' Facebook a little bit, and I seen you guys go to a few like national conferences. Is that a major part of what you do? Is that
We have gone to national conferences in the past. We are actually planning a conference to go to Ohio University in Athens right now in November. So we're planning a weekend there to make an appearance with them.
Now, I saw there's a membership fee. Is it like the national
Yes.
organization's fee, or is it just like you guys' fee?
It's the national organization's fee. We are a national organization, and it is $34. You can go to womcom.org and pay that, and your membership's good for a year. And we are the BGSU chapter.
So you said you guys work closely with the faculty members, so I'm sure you get a lot of networking experiences. Do you guys get like internships out of that, or just experiences?
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of faculty attends our events, such as our homecoming that's coming up here in October, and so you get to know your professors before you even have them in class, and that's a really good tool to have. You can use them as references because they know you, they know you're involved, they know you're a good student, so it's just a very helpful tool to have.
I know Ramon is your faculty advisor, and I've had her. she's amazing. Yeah, I know. She was like, everybody come out and join us. You don't have to be a woman. I love her.
Yeah, she's excellent.
So I'm sure that's what the environment is like there, because she's so welcoming and she's so amazing. So I'm sure that's what you guys do. Now, you're talking about the homecoming event. What other events do you have coming up this semester?
We are also working very closely in the community with Project Connect, which is an event that the community actually puts on, and it helps less fortunate people, people who are struggling, people who need some assistance right now. And we're doing a lot with that, getting involved, putting our names out there, and just sticking out a helping hand to the community.
Now, the homecoming event, it is a fairly big event, isn't it? I think there's like everybody. I know, like I said, I had Ramon, and she was like, everybody come to the homecoming event.
Yeah.
Is it just like students and faculty? Are there like alumni that come back?
Yeah, actually all of that. It's students and faculty, alumni, and faculty all attend it. A lot of the alumni come back and they tell us about their job experiences and the jobs that they've created and how communication has helped them.
Well, I finally know now, because like I said, I had no idea. Thank you so much, Courtney.
Thank you.
It's so amazing. Thanks again for being here, Courtney. If you want to contact the Association for Women in Communications, feel free to tweet them at AWCBGSU or add them on Facebook at BGSU, at the BGSU chapter. Coming up, Demonte will be here sitting down with a representative from the Indian Student Association. Stay tuned.
At BGSU, diversity amongst the student body is prevalent. Students from different backgrounds fill the residence hall, classroom, and near 300 organizations on campus. Here tonight is Shrinkala from the BGSU organization, the India Student Association. Great to have you here. So what is the India Student Association?
So India Student Association was established in 1985 in BGSU, so it's been there since then, and we right now have around 350 students, out of which 100 are American students or people from different culture, and the rest of them are Indian students here on campus. So we just try to inculcate Indian culture and Indian food, customs, dresses, anything that people want to know about India. So it's more or less just about including people who want to know more about India and India's culture and India's customs, practices, traditions, and everything. So as an organization, we just try to promote everything that is coming on here.
So with all those students, I'm super, that's a big number for an organization. So with all those students, the ISA or India Student Association exposed them to India culture. Why do you think that is important on campus?
It's important because it's just we go with the theme of BGSU as a university and India as a country of inclusiveness and diversity. So we just want to, help people, make them welcome about what's going on in other parts of the world. So India is also a growing economy, a great tradition and culture. So we just want to help them know about what's going on all over the world. So, and especially in India, because we are here and we represent, especially in graduate students, there are a lot of percentage of graduate students who are from India. So we would like them to know, everything that is going on.
Right. Yeah, and you said there was 150 Americans?
American and people from other cultures, so including, yes.
How do the American students adapt to the culture? Is it like a hard thing for them to learn?
They like the food. that is for sure. They like the food, they like the dresses. So one of our major event is Diwali Mela that we have. It's like a biggest dinner here, and we've won a best event award for a lot of years, and we're trying hard this year as well. So that event actually is like a dinner, a big dinner for which President Mazie attends, Provost Rogers attend, and a lot of people have their tables booked and everything. We have fashion show in that, and that people love and enjoy because it's a lot of color, a lot of different costumes, a lot of dances around and everything. So yes, that is one event that is very famous since a lot of years. And this year we're trying to make it a little different by including other things that we are planning right now. We are in a planning phase. Our cabinet is amazing this year. They're very enthusiastic people. They're up for change and everything. So.
You say you're trying to make the, what is it, how do you pronounce it?
Diwali Mela.
Diwali
Yeah.
Mela?
Mela, yes.
Mela. How are you trying to make it different this year? And
It's a festival of lights. We're trying to involve other organizations, and we also welcome undergraduate and graduate students to come join India Student Association and help us reach out. Like we have, what we're doing is trying to have them perform for different, just perform, be a part of the fashion show. Like we have invited American students as well to come up, and they'll dress up as in Indian costumes and walk the ramp. And we're trying to have more food items included and a little different in terms of participation. So we're still on the planning phase, but yes, we are hoping that would be a huge success.
Cool.
Yeah.
Now I know there's different organization on campus that celebrate different races, such as the Black Student Union, BSU, or the Latino Student Union. And sometimes those groups talk about the awareness in their particular community. Are there anything in India that we should know or going on with the Indian culture that we should know or you want to bring awareness to?
Yeah, we are trying to promote these things also through Bollywood film screenings. So we choose few movies that are particular to know what our culture is and what's going on in the Indian community. So that is one thing which we have almost every month. Okay. And then there are dance events and cultural events. There will be few talks in the spring semester wherein people will come in and talk about their particular state and country and how the situation is improving economically as well as socially. So,
I'm glad you said that because I'm doing a research project on Bollywood versus Hollywood in one of my media research class. So maybe I have to talk to you after the show about more about Bollywood because I'm trying to learn more. What is your favorite thing about the ISA or India Student Association?
I just love the number of events that we have and the way we promote diversity, and we are trying to, as I told you, we're trying to include a lot of other people and other organizations. And we are right now on this Friday, September 25th, is our Dance for Unity, where we are including Sri Lankan students, Persian students, and our own forms of dance, Indian forms of dance, and where we are inviting people as well. It's from 6 to 9 p.m. in the multi-purpose room. So I'm taking this as an opportunity and as a stage to also invite people. Also invite people to that. So that is our main event, and then it's more of there are other things like Diwali Mela and. There are film screenings, as I told you, every month. And
Cool. Yeah, if I have time, I would love to stop by.
Sure.
Thanks for joining us today. I learned so much about the mission of the India Student Association, and if you want to get involved, be sure to add them on Facebook at the India Students Association, Bowling Green State University. Stay tuned because when we come back, we will be chatting live about everything happening in the world of pop culture.
Welcome back to BG24 News Public Affairs. This year's Emmys Awards show aired this past weekend, and history was made. Actress and producer Viola Davis became the first black woman to win an Outstanding Actress in a Drama for her leading role in the hit show How to Get Away with Murder. Although she received immense support after her empowering acceptance speech, she also received some backlash from General Hospital actress Nancy Lee Graham, who I don't even know who she really is. My question for you all is, was Nancy's point valid? Do you agree with her? Was she out of line?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Basically, she was just saying that white women are discriminated against just as much as black women, but we all know that's completely false. And I really think she stepped out of line for that.
I think she was out of line. Even though I didn't agree with Viola winning, I thought that was Taraji's award. I never would have said that. I was glad that she won. And I do feel like her comments were out of line because she was taken away from all the struggles that a lot of black actresses go through. I mean, there aren't as many roles available to them as there are for white women.
Yeah.
And she completely just disregarded all of that. So I think that was rude.
You and I both know that there are struggles that people of color go through for acting, and I feel like any true actress or actors or whatever they want to call themselves know that. Like, you can act, and I don't know why Nancy tried to make awareness of that, but I'm like, if you're a real actor and real actress, you know the roles that are available to the people in the industry.
I know, I totally agree. Well, congratulations to her. Switching gears, last night on Fox, the highly anticipated premiere of Scream Queens aired with Ryan Murphy, who created hit series like Glee, which I love, and American Horror Story, behind the new show, had many high hopes for the show. Did the show measure up? I didn't expect that much out of the show.
It did not. It was terrible. I wouldn't say it was terrible. It was just like, what for? Like, a lot of things about the show turned me off. Like, they made a lot of racist jokes. They made a lot of sexist jokes. They made a lot of homophobic jokes. The dialogue was just terrible. I didn't like how they had the one black girl act so ratchet and she just portrayed negative stereotypes. I thought Jamie Lee Curtis was the best part of that show. I think her acting was so on point and just her character was so superior. I loved it.
When I seen the cast, I knew I was like, oh, I don't expect much. I was like, should I even watch this?
Right.
Like, is this worth my time?
Right.
And of course, like, I just had to watch it to be nosy. And of course, no.
I won't be
Not at
watching.
all. I won't watch it again. Like you said, it was kind of disappointing. It's awkward to watch, honestly. I was like, what's the purpose of this show right now? What are we doing here?
It was creepy too.
I must have heard Ryan Murphy, everything he do. Like, I'm a big fan of Glee.
Glee,
He been slacking his last couple seasons of Glee and American Horror Story. Well, Glee is off the air, but I'm gonna support him and I'm gonna tune in. I didn't get to watch it yesterday because I was at work. But I mean, what do you? But what do you expect? Those Nick Jonas, Ariana Grande, Emma Roberts, and Keke Palmer's.
Yeah.
All of them. They're not the best actors and actresses, but they're just fresh faces. They're new, young faces. So that's tune in and watch their face, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, not their acting skills.
It is what it is, I guess. But I do love Ariana Grande. Well, television premieres weren't the only thing happening last night. On the world of Twitter, presidential candidate, is he really a candidate? Donald Trump took to social media platform to host a question and answer dialogue with potential voters using the hashtag #AskTrump. It didn't take long for a hashtag to trend worldwide. But did he answer important questions? What kind of move was that for Trump?
I didn't really understand.
I don't have nothing to say about that.
I don't understand why candidates choose to use Twitter as a platform to answer questions when they know good and well there's going to be some people who are going to go out of their way to ask hilarious questions. I think one guy said something about his wife. He was like, if you're going to deploy immigrants, what are you going to do about your wife because she's an immigrant? So I understand why he did that.
I think like they try to go after younger voters on Twitter. And of course, you probably had a lot of younger people tweeting him. But being Donald Trump and seeing as though he says so many off-the-wall things, of course you got off-the-wall responses from different people.
I expect him as a politician to be crazy as his personality in real life. But I don't get his whole campaign. Like, is he really doing it? Like, is he really trying to help America move forward? Or is it just a big joke?
He
I don't
scares
know.
me.
He does.
Honestly.
Well, I wouldn't say he scares.
I'm
He
scared
annoys.
what would happen
Yeah,
if he was
Yeah.
to be elected.
Exactly.
What does that say about us as a people if we elected that man?
Yeah. Don't vote for Donald Trump, please.
It's very scary. Like, I don't know what we would do. And it's like he doesn't like anybody. Like, do you like women? You don't like
Right.
black people. you've offended Latinos. Like, what is there?
What race is his wife?
She's Middle Eastern, I think.
Okay, I'm just saying he had a problem with different races, but then you have a Middle Eastern
Exactly.
white. How, I don't know.
Correct.
See, sometimes I feel like this is all for publicity in his campaign, but
I mean, it's not for. I really do think he wants to do a good job, but he's just not. He's not the right man for the job.
He's an
not.
excellent businessman, though. Like, he's an excellent businessman, but I would not trust him to run the country.
Exactly.
that'd be questionable because ain't all he like bankrupts on all his businesses, right? Not all his businesses,
He's bankrupt
but
on a lot,
some
but
of
he's
them.
still living lavish.
Yeah,
He's
I mean, he
living
still got
big.
money,
Obviously got money.
As him as opposed to other candidates. I've seen other candidates on the other shows, and they seem calm. They don't have a personality like Trump.
No, we're done. I
We're done.
I can't take Trump. That's all we have time for tonight for these topics. Stay tuned because we will be back after the break. Be sure to tune in next week, and don't forget to tune in for tomorrow's newscast live at 5:30.
Have a great night, everybody.